It's time for the Friday flick. I'm going to flick through my PhD thesis, see where I land, talk about whatever's on that page. Let's go. So these are the three youngest children of Charles I, dated to 1647. Let's read what I have to say about these portraits. As the 17th century progressed, bodice jewels grew in popularity, but in the more restrained Baroque style, these were typically simplified to just one ornament, as in Van Dyck's early painting of Princess Mary, daughter of King Charles I of England, who wore a pearl jewel tied with a ribbon bow. The wearing of a brooch at the front of the bodice is a fashion representative of female dress at this time, and along with pearl jewellery was prominent within the portraits of female children, like in this portrait from 1647 detailing the three youngest children of King Charles I of England, presumably Catherine, Henry, born 1640 to 1660, and Henrietta Anne, born 1644 to 1670, in which Catherine, the eldest girl in the painting's centre, wears a pearl choker and a cross-shaped jewelled bodice brooch with a hanging pearl drop. I'm sure I could find a more colourful representation of this painting. You can see the jewelled brooch here, and you can see the pearl choker here. Pearl chokers were commonly given to children, and children are seen wearing those in multiple portraits. And although you might think, well, this is probably a fashion item, they were specifically worn by children to represent innocence and the waters of baptism. A large section of my PhD research focuses around the children depicted in portraits. And yes, of course, this represented the aristocracy and the higher classes, but is still an important reservoir of evidence, pretty much detailing the development of childhood and how children were portrayed by society, typically speaking as miniature adults, not necessarily as children in their own right. That comes much later. Although my research shows that there were certain child-specific types of jewellery, or certainly child-specific materials or child-specific meanings of jewellery that were only associated with children and their jewellery, like the pearl choker being given to a child because it represented purity and innocence and the waters of baptism.